All right, everyone, let's sit down and talk about Call of Duty, Black Ops 7, and the so-called big reveal at Gamescom 2025. I'll be honest from the start, this was a masterclass in disappointment. The reveal was hyped as groundbreaking, cinematic, and a new era for the franchise. Instead, it felt like deja vu wrapped in a shiny, futuristic wrapper. From the opening moments, I kept thinking, am I watching the right trailer? Did someone just take Black Ops 6, slap some neon lights on it, and call it a day? The trailer opens with these dark, surreal visuals. Psychological horror elements, creepy angles, and tense music all set the stage for something truly new. The cinematography is actually impressive, credit where credit is due, but that's the problem. The production values are stellar, but they're being used to sell the same old story. And then out of nowhere, the Call of Duty logo smacks the screen. Cue the collective groan from everyone watching. It's like being promised a gourmet 5-course meal and being handed a soggy sandwich with ketchup stains. This theatrical misdirection might work once, maybe twice, but by now, it's become a tired franchise gimmick. Reddit perfectly summed up a collective sentiment. I was like, okay, what's that? Looks interesting. Oh, damn, that's like Inception. Oh, it's CoD. Bamboozled. That's exactly how it feels. Clever for a second, then hollow. The trailer teases psychological depth, but in the end, it's just a facade for what is essentially the same gameplay formula we've been seeing for over a decade. Now, let's get into the meat of the game. Black Ops 7 is set in 2035, featuring David Mason, back in the role of the hero, chasing Raul Menendez, who, by the way, should be dead. Maybe he's AI, maybe he's a ghost. The story is convoluted, messy, and frankly, it leans on nostalgia rather than innovation. The psychological thriller elements seem half-baked, and the narrative pacing is confusing. 1 minute, it's tense and cinematic. The next, it's classic military shooter tropes slapped on top of each other. Gameplay innovations include a co-op campaign and integrated XP and progression across campaign, multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone. Sounds good on paper. But here's the catch. It's still campaign plus multiplayer plus zombies. Just like every year. Multiplayer has 16 maps, including 3 from Black Ops 2. That's right, recycling maps instead of creating fresh content. The new Skirmish, 20-player mode with vehicles and wingsuits could have been exciting, but it's just another futuristic twist on a formula that's been done to death. Zombies mode boasts the biggest map in franchise history, but it's still the same undead chaos we've seen countless times. More the same with a slightly shinier coat of paint. Let's talk fan reception, because this is where the reveal really faltered. Reddit and forums were brutal. People mocked the trailer hype and roasted the premise before the game even launched. Media critiques described the trailer as too good for a CoD game, which is basically saying the reveal set expectations it cannot possibly meet. Leaks revealed controversial design removals, like tac sprint and interactive doors, splitting the community between those who want immersion and those who mourn lost fluidity. The hype feels forced, the reveal feels lazy, and expectations are already dropping faster than the trailer's opening beats. Breaking this down further, the cinematic presentation is the most polished aspect of the reveal. Lighting, motion capture, and environmental design all suggest a AAA production at the top of its class. And yet, it highlights the core problem. Everything else is recycled. Mechanically, Black Ops 7 seems to rely on the same controls, same loadout systems, and same combat pacing. The new gadgets, weapons, and mechanics are thin variations on familiar tools. Fans expecting a reinvention will be disappointed. The storyline deserves a separate critique. Menendez's return is confusing. The timelines are messy and the psychological horror threads are underdeveloped. The game seems to want to explore character depth, but relies on tired tropes, revenge-driven plots, soldier angst, and morally grave villains that feel recycled. Compared to competitors pushing the narrative envelope in military shooters or action games, CoD's attempt is underwhelming. The game could have leaned into the psychological horror angle in a meaningful way, scaring players, subverting expectations, forcing choices, but instead, it's just a veneer over the usual CoD formula. Multiplayer is where Black Ops traditionally shines, and yet even here, the innovations are minimal. The 16 maps are a mix of new and recycled. The weapons are rehashes of familiar archetypes, and the new skirmish mode has potential but might end up feeling gimmicky. Fans have complained about the removal of tac sprint and doors, which are minor but crucial elements of map flow and player mobility. These small changes disrupt the familiar rhythm of CoD matches and feel like unnecessary tweaks masquerading as innovation. Zombies mode, meanwhile, leans hard on scale. The largest map in series history might seem impressive, but scale alone does not equal fun. Enemy behavior, mission design, and replayability all need to support the size of the map, or it just feels like running in circles while the game throws predictable waves at you. Fans expecting fresh mechanics or creative enemy types will likely feel let down. Fan reception underscores the reveal's failure. Communities have expressed disappointment, noting that the cinematic reveal is the most exciting part of the experience so far, meaning the game itself risks feeling like a letdown by comparison. Media critiques describe a reveal as too polished for a CoD game, highlighting the disconnect between production values and actual gameplay innovation. Leaks about removed features have further fueled community frustration, and it seems Activision misjudged the balance between nostalgia, hype, and genuine innovation. At the end of the day, Black Ops 7 feels like a franchise trying too hard to reinvent itself, while barely moving from its well-worn path. It's flashy, polished, and momentarily intriguing, but once the adrenaline fades, the same old formula emerges. Campaign, multiplayer, zombies, cosmetic tweaks, and incremental innovations that feel more like filler than actual evolution. Ultimately, the reveal should have been a statement, a bold step forward, something that made players sit up and take notice. Instead, it's a reminder that some franchises struggle to escape their own formula. The game's presentation dazzles, but the substance disappoints. Black Ops 7 is a testament to the law of diminishing returns. The more you repeat the same core experience, the less exciting each iteration becomes. And that, ultimately, is the most disappointing part of all.